Hi friends, happy Tuesday or whenever you're watching this. Um, I collected so much footage last week and earlier, like this week or over the weekend, that I was going to divide it into the regular two videos, but I decided to test out a longer length, and yeah. In this time lapse, there's 2 pieces of artwork, and then also the process of making 12 different bookmarks. So, yeah, maybe get a beverage like a coffee, tea, water, and like your sketchbook, pen, or other like art supplies, and create for like however long this video is. I think it's about 25 minutes. So I think you could definitely make a small final piece, or like just to get into the flow, or use this time as a warm up, or just doodle. This segment, sorry if the light it's flickering a lot. I don't know why. Yeah. Last week there was a bunch of headlines saying that scientists brought back the dire wolves. One I think is cool, but also like they didn't bring back the species. It's just that 2 wolf pups were born with dire wolf genetics, and I can't remember if this is correct or not, but like the last dire wolf to exist before they went extinct was like from 10,000 years ago. And then that led me to think of like the conversation of humans, if we should bring back other extinct animals like the passenger pigeon or the dodo bird or like the Tasmanian tiger, like animals that went extinct specifically because of human hunting and caging them for entertainment, especially like in the 1800s. Also, like that just makes me think like, how do we have like the privilege to play like God in a way with genetics and genes and evolution? Also, like how cruel it would be to bring them back into environments in which they wouldn't survive. And like the current animals we aren't taking great care of them either. Like we have created environments that are not even like livable for freaking plants, especially in urban areas, or like little pollinators like bees. And yeah, this is the first bookmark that I made a series of bunnies, and then in the other 2 I did some chickens and cows in a field or on a hill, and I think I'm going to update them on my Etsy page. Yeah. Lately I feel like I've been brain rotting on other YouTube videos. I can't remember who it was, but there was a video, something about control and change, and they were using like a water analogy, but yeah, it gave me like an epiphany. Basically, no matter how hard we try to contain the water, let's say it's in our hand, eventually it could leak and escape down, maybe between the cracks of our fingers, or just like go down our arms. But rather than like containing it, why don't we let it go? And then I feel like the analogy was really smart. Like, why don't we let go of events, experiences, or people who we have no control over, no matter how hard we try, and just let it go. And then also, like, I was thinking about how nice the feeling of water is. It sounds so weird, but like standing in the shower or like in a large body of water, like in a pool, like, doesn't it feel nice just to let the water flow between like the webs of our hands and like not resisting against the flow of water? I don't know, maybe I'm just existentialism. Also, another video that left something in my head, or an idea, is like, it's wonderful to try to strive to have a positive perspective, but that's also like a hard thing to do. So rather than having like positive or negative perspective on life, like, the easiest way is simply to be neutral and to be present. And yeah, I feel like I don't really have much to say for like 25 minutes, and like I feel like I already went on a tangent. I argue that I'm an introvert, but I feel like if you do get to know me, I would be like the soul sucker. Like, I just ramble on and on. And yeah. I was thinking one book that I've been reading is called The Lonely Heart Trivia Night, written by Lauren Farnsworth, and it takes place in South London. I think it's a really good read once you get into like the flow of it in a few chapters, and it takes on the perspective of 5 different characters, and one is a stay-at-home mom struggling in her marriage. Another is a man who just got broken up with and lost his job, but his ex is still talking to him. And then another girl has like the ego, trying to be like woke health mentality, but then other people don't view her that way. And then the last 2 is a couple. The guy doesn't really do anything, and the girl has to take on multiple jobs. Yeah, they seem pretty toxic for each other. And then basically these 5 random strangers become a team called the Red Hot Chili Peppers in a pub trivially, and they are pretty good as a team that they got entered into the league, and the prize is like 10 grand, and it's a relatively new book that was published in like August of 2024. Yeah, I think I would recommend the book. I don't really have much to say, so maybe I will shorten this video. Okay.